destructive force in our midst. Ayman Khan here for Seconds Out with Daniel Dubois in camp preparing to dethrone Oleksandr Usyk on August 26th. Daniel, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Really good.
Really good, and good to see you, good to speak to you as well. Daniel, this place is excellent, seeing you around this place, the facilities, the training that you've been doing. The thing that really strikes out to me is the stillness of this place. Do you like that quiet, that peace to really focus your mind heading into the fight?
Yeah, I know what I'm here for. I'm here to train, here to get ready to win this fight. So I don't need no distractions here.
Yeah, you don't need no distractions, indeed, and you've certainly been getting your training in for the fight. I just want to start and rewind. First of all, the knee injury. You're recovering from that. Where do you stand in terms of your status with the knee?
That's in the past now. I'm a man of the future, and I'm ready to take all the belts and, just get ready to win this fight. That's all of that happened. I'm back now. I'm running now. I'm training good now. It's no problem.
No problem indeed. Do you have a different mindset for this fight, Daniel? It feels like you're a bit tuned differently for this one.
Yeah, no, I am. I know how big this fight is. This is huge. This fight, with all the titles. I know whatever people want to say, write me off or whatever, but this fight is huge for me, and I'm confident. I'm ready to go.
Do you take note of what people kind of say, look, the boxing public online about this fight, and do you try to just block that out and focus on the task at hand?
No, it's great. It's good that people have an opinion, and boxing made up of opinions. So I don't none of that bother me. The positive or the bad. You can't take any of it too seriously.
One of the very few fights where you're the underdog. Is that a title that you relish?
Yeah, I love it. Being the underdog's really good. It's no pressure then. Outside or whatever. You just in there to win, and got upset the script really.
That's bringing a smile to your face, and I imagine you relish in the prospect. Talking about Usyk as a fighter, how would you describe him from what you've seen on the tape and what you've studied of him?
He's a man with 2 arms and 2 legs. Great champion, and I'll do whatever it takes to win and beat this guy. That's all I'm here for. He
started off the mind games. Don was saying to me, the mind games start as soon as the fight is signed and announced. He started rapping during the press conference, which took me by surprise.
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
Clearly, I don't know. These guys, maybe they're underestimating me or whatever. But no, I'm just getting ready to put some damage on this guy and, really unleash hell on him. And this is what I'm here. This is what I'm gathering up this energy for.
Mm-hmm. Gathering up that energy, indeed. Look. When people talk about you as a fighter, I have the sense that you're very much underappreciated in terms of what you do. People, we've seen the highlight reel knockouts, we've seen the KOs, and that brings the excitement, the attention to you. But there's a lot more to you as a fighter. Do you feel that your overall package as a fighter is underappreciated in terms of what you actually bring to the ring, not just the knockouts?
In this fight, you're going to see more. You're going to see all of what I got. I'm going to have to show it all to beat this guy because he's a good champion. But in this fight, you're going to see everything. I'm going to... as I said, a man in the future, and I'm ready for it.
Speaking of the past specifically, there's a tape that goes around every Usyk fight of Usyk in the amateurs against Beterbiev, where he got caught with a body shot and he takes a knee from the body shot.
Yeah.
You're someone who's a devastating puncher to the body. Is that something you've highlighted and that's on your radar?
Yeah. To be honest, not really, but my coach has been telling me that, and when I'm in there, I'll be throwing them shots, and I'll be hitting him to the head, body, wherever it hurts. I just keep hitting him there.
In terms of when you have that downtime, how do you see the actual fight going when you play out? Are you someone who manifests like a victory in a certain way?
I can't go too deep into that, but I know I'm thinking about it all the time. There's nothing else to think about here anyway, so this is really a good place to knuckle down and be a soldier and get ready for war. Getting ready for war, indeed. I just wanted to talk about your link up with Don Charles. Why was Don the right choice for yourself, Daniel? Well, this all came about, my dad, and just things fell into place really, and the connection, and it just worked out, and he's definitely what it takes for me for this next step, this next part of my journey, and it's the right move. Is there something specific that sticks in your mind from learning in the time that you had with Don that you've picked up straight away? Yeah, definitely. I think just the style and the training and the mood, and I don't know, maybe 'cause, he's a heavyweight. He has experience with heavyweights. He trained Derek Chisora, so that as well. On top of that experience, there you can't say no to that really.
Is the Derek Chisora performance against Usyk and the 2 fights against Anthony Joshua something that you look at as the ways to beat him? Specifically Derek, who people say had the best performance against him at heavyweight.
Oh yeah, definitely. Derek did the best, I think. He definitely showed some blueprints and what you have to do, and that you have to fight like a madman, really. And that's what I'm getting ready to bring to. And Derek Chisora being the guy that fought Usyk, and I can't even explain fully, honestly, how it works out, but it does. And I believe there's higher powers at work, and things just fall into place sometimes.
Tinge sadness leaving Caroline there, and obviously not having her with you in this camp, I guess.
Not really. I'm going to be in the ring on my own, and I'm a soldier, so nothing ever phases me.
Fair enough. Daniel, speaking specifically on fights, look, a lot of people kind of make mention of the Joyce fights and Lorena fights about taking that opportunity to rest and recuperate. Is that something that people scrutinise maybe a bit too much in terms of those 2 fights and how they played out?
Listen, I'm fighting Usyk now. I feel I'm going to be a different animal on fight night, so people can read into it as much as they want. It's all about opinions, isn't it, this sport? And when you're the man and you're winning, people are on your side, and as things happen, people begin to doubt quickly. So let them write me off, let them talk, whatever they want to say. I'm ready to rumble.
Usyk has a very much a poker face completely. You never really see him hurt in the ring or see him show it. Do you feel you have the power for people to visibly see him hurt in the ring?
Definitely. I'm prepared to do whatever it takes. And like I said, unleash hell on him. The unified world title, this is what we got in the sport of boxing for. This is the light at the end of the tunnel. Onwards from here, it will just be a lifelong goal. My dad, my family, and it will be all for them, and it'll work out. This is what I'm doing it for.
Don's a man of faith, you're a man of faith, Usyk is a man of faith. It feels like we're listening to Don, this all meant to kind of happen, everything for a reason. Are you a firm believer in that this is your spotlight and this has been gifted to you through your belief in your faith?
Yeah, but you can't just win fights on that alone. You need to put in the work, and that's what we're doing here.
You mentioned that, when you rest and relax, you like to read the Bible. Do you get strength from those downtime and reading that? Yeah,
I try. I definitely do. You need to, up here as well, especially easy. When you're in the city, it's hard to sit down and read a book and so. So when I'm up here, read the Bible, read whatever I have to, just to, find inspiration.
The resting side of Usyk is something that was noted in Anthony Joshua's camp. Have you started the preparations to deal with the grappling side of Oleksandr Usyk?
That's for my trainer, to cover, and me myself to cover. We definitely, we're going to cover every leave no stone unturned.
He's very much an elusive fighter. Are you planning to track him down the ring, cut off the angles, and really hunt him down on the night?
Yeah, do whatever it takes to win. Movement, speed, power, youth, energy, bringing all of that.
That victory, when you get it, as you plan to do on August 26th, erasing all the doubts, lifting all the belts, how sweet will that feel for you?
Well, when I do it, I'll know. Right now, it's just hard work right now. I'm not looking past no one. He's a world champion. You can't just say, oh, whatever. But I'm confident that I can do it.
Dan, I want to get your thoughts on a couple of other things. Your fight seemed to really kind of speed up the process of the heavyweight division, which was really stalling at one point. Everything else seemed to fall into place. A lot of people are giving a stick for Tyson Fury for not fighting Oleksandr Usyk, and now he's fighting Francis Ngannou. Do you kind of share the same sentiment, the boxing public kind of saying that he shouldn't be fighting Francis Ngannou?
Yeah, it's good business, isn't it, that fight? And boxing's all about, people are going to watch it either way, What can I say, really? I've got the biggest fight in the world ahead of me, so whatever Fury or any of them wants to do, let them do it.
A huge fight in the offing, though, as you plan to get the victory. Tyson Fury is the next man to capture Undisputed. A massive fight in prospect, you and Tyson Fury.
So, yeah, sure, that can be done, I'll let the business people work all that. Frank, we're the same promoter, so yeah, whatever is next, it's next. But right now, I'm focused on Usyk 100%.
Another fight, just want to quickly grab your thoughts on Anthony Joshua versus Dillian Whyte 2. Thoughts on that fight?
It's a good fight. May the best man win.
May the best one win indeed. Anthony Joshua made some interesting comments about his former coach, Robert McCracken, saying he gave his best years and McCracken didn't really give him the, didn't give him the full focus. It's an interesting kind of thing where you've been kind of respectful to previous coaches, whereas other people maybe haven't. So people have seen this as disrespectful. Do you see that as disrespectful from?
Not really. The guy, disrespectful. I'm not one to talk about other people's business. It's if that's how he feels and whatever. I'm not. Who am I? I don't know the ins and outs of their relationship. Mm-hmm. And I was up there for a time. I had some good times with McCracken, good times with Joshua, good sparring. It was great. Launch pad into the pro game. So I'm not even going to comment on that.
How would you describe Oleksandr Usyk as a fighter?
How would I describe Oleksandr Usyk as a fighter? Mm-hmm. He's a big task ahead of me. I'm going to fight him, and I'm ready 100% to go in there and do the business. I'll let all that play itself out. I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to rumble. I'm ready to bring pain on this guy and unleash all full force of what I've got.
Daniel, final thing from me. Could you look down the barrel of the camera and send a message to Oleksandr Usyk for us?
Bosh.